Hiya, Sharkey for Newcastle Fans TV. How you all doing? So we're going to be talking about the 5 new signings. So we're going to be talking about Atsu, we're going to be talking about Joselu, Merino, we're going to be talking about Lejeune and Manquillo. So we'll just be getting the guys' thoughts on how they're settled in at the club up to now, as we're a quarter way through the season. And if you want to possibly give them a rating, how you think you've seen them, up to this point. I guess you guys will also have your opinions, so don't forget to drop your comments down below. So Elisha, I want to talk about firstly Manquillo.
I think he's done alright. I think he's had a few off games, but when he came in, he did do the job expected of him. He did look a lot better than he had been at previous clubs. But out of 10 so far, I'd probably give him like 6, not being too harsh on him, 6 out of 10.
I think with Manquillo is, do you miss Paul Dummett in the minute? And you'd probably say no. Would you say yes?
I do. I miss him, if I'm being perfectly honest with you.
Do you? Do you think you'd make a better...
I do.
I'm not a fan of Manquillo, but I think when Chancellor Bemba was in at left back as well, we didn't miss Paul Dummett at all, I didn't feel. But and even when Jesus Gamas come in at left back and he played absolutely outstanding against Swansea, he was just dropped the next game. I was like, what's the lad got to do? So it's debatable with Manquillo, and he's doing a job. That's what he's there for, isn't it?
I mean, would you give him a 6 because he played for Sunderland?
What?
Would you give him a 6 because he used to play for Sunderland and you think it was a bit of a downgrade signing?
No, he's had like a few good games, a few bad games, so if you like even it out, probably a 6 would be fair.
I couldn't disagree with that.
I'll probably go with that. 6.
Well, I suppose I couldn't disagree. I mean, he's had a few off games. I mean, who doesn't in a Newcastle shirt nowadays, under Rafa Benitez. But anyway, we're going to move on now to Lejeune. I think he's been a great signing, in my opinion. I think the season up to now, I have to give him a 7 because he's been hit-y-missy, with Clark obviously starting off because he made a mistake against Tottenham. Lee, I want to get your thoughts on Lejeune.
Pre-season he looked mint. He was bringing like the ball down, touching it, and he looked like a midfielder, didn't he? Shame that he got injured when Harry Kane scissored him. The prick, what he is.
It was a red card in my opinion.
Well, it should have been a red card, but luckily Kieran Clark was outstanding with Lascelles. So again, I don't think we've missed Lejeune as much because Newcastle's defence this season has been absolutely outstanding. Which to say that is a rarity. I've never known that as a fan for over 20 odd years. Never known that having Newcastle have a good defence, but all in all, yeah, he's come back into the side recently. Cost with a penalty. Debatable about that goal away at Burnley as well because he was coming and flying out of position, but he's been steady Eddie, but I'm going to give him a 6. I think there's more for him to come though. I am optimistic. I think he's got a lot more to give as well.
Do you think the fee was reasonable as well, 8.5 million?
Probably aye, and the good thing about him as well, he can ping a ball as well from left to right. I've noticed that when he picks the ball up. So if we haven't got Shelby in the side, you've got a ball playing centre back, haven't you?
I have to agree. I think he's got a bit of intelligence about him as well, and I think he will be one of those centre backs that Rafa will want to push on as the season progresses. Elisha, any thoughts?
Overall, I think it's been decent. As you said, pre-season he looked brilliant, but then he come back into the side, and every game that he played, I said he did play well, but he has a lapse in concentration. It always costs her. So if he could bring that up and just concentrate for the full 90 minutes, then he could easily be 8, 9. So I'll probably go 6 or 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I think he's definitely a 7. I think he's definitely a player who Rafa will want to push on, like I say. Anyway, we're going to moving on to Atsu. So now we've signed Atsu from Chelsea. Eventually played last season under Rafa in the Championship, so we know what he's about. We all know that he's got that experience, he's got that pace, and I think it was a quality signing really by Rafa. And you've seen this season, you've seen sparks of what Atsu can do on the ball. I mean, the service isn't great sometimes. I think the service can be a lot better in that midfield. Lee, what's your thoughts on Atsu so far?
Well, my Will's gonna pipe up on this because I said that earlier on. I guess we shouldn't have signed him. I think Roland Aarons was better. I said that in the summer. I'll take that back completely now. He's been one of our better players this season.
I have to agree.
And he can get from A to B like that. He picks the ball up from deep and runs. We don't have many people who can run at people. You might say Matt Ritchie does it, but Ritchie's not really the same. He cuts in, whereas Atsu will go direct. I think on the counter system, the game against Man United, which we just played, was key for him to play in that sort of game, in that environment, because we missed that kind of character. I think for me, I think Atsu has been an 8. I think I'm really, really impressed by him, and hopefully get him back from injury dead quickly and kick on his form. But then again, it's a chance for Roland Aarons.
I think as well he's one of the fastest players at the club as well, so we need that pace as well, because you look at the forward line as well, it's not exactly the fastest, is it really? So we need that sort of experience, and he's got the Premier League experience, the clubs that he's played at.
I just think his delivery needs to improve, that's it.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'll learn a lot more under Rafa. Elisha, what's your thoughts on Atsu? Are you happy with him?
Yeah, I think he's been brilliant this season, to be honest. And if you look at the price we paid for him, that in the Premier League is nothing. It's nothing. And, to get that level of quality for that amount, he's done brilliant. Not just for the price we paid, but he's genuinely a really good player. And I would probably say he's one of our players of the season so far. And I'd agree with you, so I'd give him probably an 8 out of 10.
I'll kind of have to disagree with being the player of the season up to now. Okay.
Get it right.
Okay. Anyway, I think my player of the season, now I'm going to bring him up right now, is Mikel Merino. Now, this guy has been an absolute wonder signing. I mean, he's the next Spanish gem, in my opinion. I mean, wow. I mean, where Rafa Benitez got him from is just amazing. I mean, what he's contributed in that midfield this season has been nothing short of remarkable. I mean, wow.
It's been a hell of it. I think he's only had that one bad game, which is the Huddersfield one, wasn't it? What a find. Got him on loan, and then with these stellar performances, and thankfully we've pinned him down on
He signed the contract, didn't he?
Thankfully we've got him on a 5-year deal for under 7-8 million, as I say, under 10 million basically. Absolutely fantastic, and he'll probably go on join a big club. Like a huge
I hope you're wrong.
Well, of course I hope I'm wrong, but he's got that qualities if he does it. What I like about him, he can pick up the ball different to Shelby, and he can run a little bit with it. And I call him sexy all the time because the way he plays is sexy. He's like stylish. He looks like he's not trying, but he is. The way he runs, he's like.
Do you think the formation's a problem though? Do you think it could be?
Not for him. I think he suits it though. I think he suits it for other players in the formation. Don't, like Mitrovic, for example, or Joselu up top doesn't fit that formation. But I think he suits perfectly for what we're doing there. I think he's quality, and just hopefully we get some more goals out and get him back from injury as quickly as possible.
Again, it's Borussia Dortmund's lost. Elisha again.
Again, another brilliant
I'll
player.
give him a 9.
I think he's been brilliant, and I think if we didn't get that contract signed, we would have lost him in the summer. That would have been it. It would have been a top 6 club. I just think he's added so much this season. I think it was that piece we're looking for in the Premier League. You've got to have that, as you said, sexy player which can take the
knowledge,
and
most tackles. Made.
And I think we needed that this season because I think without a player like him, even though we have Shelby, I think we would have struggled a lot more than what we have. And he needs to get back from injury soon because we've got a really difficult, Christmas games coming up. So the sooner he's back, the better, because he's probably one of the ones that, creates a lot for us. So I'd probably give him an 8.5 out of 10.
And I also want to talk more to Lee about Mikel Merino, because you've seen him a lot as well in the Spanish under-21s, and he actually has been scoring goals, and I think he's done really well, hasn't he?
Not just normal goals, they're like very stylish goals, like side footing from the edge of the box and going past players as well. So people are saying maybe you could play him in the number 10, but at the minute I just want to keep him where he is because he can bring us forward. We don't have a midfielder who can bring the ball. People might say, Shelby can't be shit. Shelby doesn't. Picks it up and sprays it straight away. So more of it, we'll get him back on that side because we'll miss him.
Yeah, again, I have to give him a solid 8. I think he's been brilliant. We're going to miss his presence, but the minute he gets back, I think he'll be back on it again, and hopefully we'll try and climb up that table. And last player we're going to talk about is Joselu now. Everyone has opinions divided on Joselu, 5 million from Stoke. He had a decent start, but...
Low. I sing it then.
What is it?
I don't know.
but anyway, Joselu. Elisha, I want to talk to you about Joselu now. He's been so hit and miss, hasn't he? He's not doing enough. Is the formation a problem for the reason why Joselu isn't scoring the goals? Is it just lack of experience in the Premier League? I mean, a lot of Stoke fans will have their opinions on Joselu and why he got sold, but just explain.
I'm going to be a bit...
Just say be brutal.
Yeah,
be brutal.
I'm going to be a bit brutal. I think it's the service. I think that's the issue.
Wow.
Because if you say Shelby sprays it straight away and it's not getting to him, and I think he's quite a Mitrovic player. He's not going to take it for himself. It needs to be delivered over to him. And, the start of the season, it was going well, but at the same time, our midfield was doing very well then. And our, Shelby's dropped off in a few games. And, now Marino's injured and the service doesn't get to him. So I think for now, while we've got the injury problem, we will put Gil on Mitrovic in. I would personally give Mitrovic a chance. Put him in. And then when the midfield's back, try and boost it and then give him another chance. But I think for now, it would be fair to give someone else a chance. And out of 10, I'd probably say 6 out of 10 so far.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I think looking at Joselu, he has got a lot to learn. I think, in my opinion, he goes missing in a lot of the games, and I think you might agree with that.
Yeah, I think that's down to the formation because when we do play it long, when he wins the header, he's got nothing behind him. which is the problem, and that's where Perez will be clever enough to run off him. I just don't think Perez and Joselu work. Perez works better with Mitrovic in my eyes. That we've seen that in the season that we went down, yes, but it still worked better than what we've got. I'm going to have to give him a 5. I think his strikers are judged by goals and he's not scoring enough. Is it his fault? Probably not. Yes and no, because it's the team who have to contribute towards that as well, but he's not the finished article, and for 5 million you get what you pay for.
No, of course.
And I think that's a position where we need to strengthen again in January.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think he's been a problem, but again, Rafa will work with him over the course of the season. You know, he has changed the formation of the last couple of games. You know, you look at the Bournemouth game where he went 2 up front. Will he use that against Manchester United this Saturday? That remains to be seen. But you let me know your comments down below, your opinions. Do you agree? Do you disagree with what I've said? Down below in the description. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all later.